Hello children, welcome to today's English class. In our last class, we discussed the judgment of the Panchayat in part 2. Today, let's discuss what happened then in part 3. Children, listen to me carefully while I am reading this part. Juman had never expected such a judgment from a friend like Algu. It broke up the friendship between Juman and Algu. Now, they were never to be seen talking together. Juman began to think of taking revenge. A year before, Algu had bought a very beautiful pair of bullocks from the fair at Bateshwar. As ill luck would have it, one of these bullocks happened to die only a month after Juman's Panchayat. Juman exclaimed among friends, "This is punishment for his deception. God sees all the good and evil." Algu suspected that Juman had poisoned his bullock. His wife said, "Juman is behind this." Children, next, a single bullock was of no use to Algu, so he decided to sell it off. There was a certain Samju Sahu in the village who used to drive an ikka to the town. He would carry ghee and sugar to the town market and return from there with a lot of salt and oil, which he then sold in the village. He thought if he had this bullock, he could make 3 trips a day easily. He bought the bullock and promised to pay up the price in a month's time. Children, then Samju Sahu began to overwork this bullock. He began making 3 to 4 trips per day. He worried neither about giving it fodder nor water. He worried only about his trips. Within a month, the bullock became a mere bag of skin and bones. One evening, Sahuji put a double load on it during the 4th trip. The animal was dead, tired by the day's work. It could not get going. Sahuji whipped it with the greatest cruelty. The bullock made a last effort, but fell down on the ground, never to rise again. Children, let's discuss the meaning of some unfamiliar words of this part. First one, break up. It means snap. Then, as ill luck would have it, it means something happened due to bad luck. Next, deception. It means misleading. Okay, then suspect. It means doubt. Children, next, ikka. It means a cart driven by a single bullock. Then whip. It means hit with a whip. The last one is fodder. It means food for animals. Children, let's discuss this part. The judgment of the Panchayat was really very painful for Juman. Juman had never expected such type of judgment from his friend Algu. So he decided to take revenge of Algu and not to see his face again. So children, now their friendship broke up. Children, do you know what happened then? A year before, Algu had bought a very beautiful pair of bullocks from the fair at Bateshwar. But unfortunately, one of his bullocks died. Juman exclaimed among the friends that God sees all the good and evil. Algu got the punishment for his deception. But Algu and his wife both suspected that only Juman was the behind of the death of the bullock. Children, now Algu had a single bullock, so he decided to sell the bullock. Children, see, here a new character entered into the story. Do you know who was he? Good, he was Samju Sahu. Can you say, children, what was he doing? Okay, listen. He was a businessman of the village. He had an ika to carry the goods like sugar and ghee daily to the town market and return from there with lot of salt and sugar to sell it in the village market. Children, look at the pictures. He was Samju Sahu and it was his ika, and he was going to the market loading some goods. Okay. So Samju Sahu imagined to buy the bullock to make 3 trips in a day easily. So he bought the bullock of Algu and promised to him to pay up the price in a month's time. After buying the bullock, he made the bullock overworking. He made 3 to 4 trips daily to the town market. Children, do you know, Samju Sahu was a very cruel and greedy man. He was not caring at all. So he was worried only about the trips. He did not give the food and water properly to the bullock. So the bullock became a mere bag of skin and bones at last. Children, one evening, Sahuji put a double load on the bullock during his 4th trip. But the bullock was tired by the day's work. He could not walk. So Sahuji whipped it with greatest cruelty. The bullock made last effort, but fell down on the ground and could not get up again because it was dead. Children, answer some questions of this part. Answer in a word or a phrase. Question number 1. This is punishment for his deception. Who said this? Good. Zuman. Next question is, Zuman had poisoned his bullock. Children, who said this? Good, Algu. The next one is, what did Samju Sahu use to drive to the town market? Very good, an ika. Next question is, what did Samju Sahu carry to the town market every day? Very good, ghee and sugar. The last one is, what happened to the bullock within a month? Very good, became a mere bag of skin and bones. Children, today we discussed the 3rd part of the story. In the next class, we will discuss the 4th part or the last part of the story. Okay, children? Thank you. Bye-bye.